Master Iron Fist, Lieutenant Kalik and Sergeant Piridak reporting.
Proceed.
While dutifully patrolling the beach at Brighton Point as ordered, we detected a large raiding party of 40 elves invading our territory. When the time was right, we attacked.
Oh, how brave.
The enemy fell back before the fury of our attack. We accepted our duty to defend our fair land. We killed at least half a dozen of them before they knew what was happening. The rest ran like pigs from an axe. We gave chase, and I saw with my... What is so amusing, Master?
Nothing. Continue.
Of course. As I was saying, we were chasing the goblins, shooting them in the backs because they would not stand and fight honorably.
Regrettable, but necessary.
Yes, Your Majesty. We had slain nearly all of the goblins when we saw the sea monsters approaching. At first we thought they had come to help the goblins, but it soon became clear their arrival had nothing to do with the fight on the beach. We ran for cover in the rocks. Each was carrying a bag around his waist, and each was wearing a curious amulet that looked like a small black box.
What? Wait a minute. Go back.
You mean the part where I personally slew 2 elves with a single arrow?
No. After that lie. Tell me about the boxes.
They were about 1.5 inches on the side and made of smooth black metal. We couldn't get a closer look.
Those boxes sound like something out of legend. What happened next?
The sea people began to quarrel, when one group turned abruptly and started walking away down the beach. The remaining started walking the other way. In the morning, we found that one of them had shed its skin on the beach. Their tracks had washed away in the tide, so we decided to return to base and report.
Thank you for your report, Lieutenant Kalik. I am pleased to hear something interesting for once. You are promoted to captain. Assemble a search party at once and find those sea people. If you succeed, you can keep the promotion, as well as your life. Oh, and Kalik, one more thing.
Good luck.
Hear ye, hear ye. The Emerald Island scavenger hunt is about to begin. The list of objects has been given to all contestants. As you know, the winners of the contest will be awarded title to Castle Harmony and the surrounding lands. Be careful, Emerald Island can be dangerous. Last night, 3 contestants disappeared, and we are concerned for their safety. During the contest, please be on the lookout for our missing contestants. If you find a piece of equipment in the woods, return at once with the clue. It may save their lives. There have been rumors that some kind of monster is loose on the island and may be hiding in one of the caves. If you see a cave you are unfamiliar with, don't go into it. Send someone back to town and the guards will conduct a search for you. We don't want anyone else to get hurt. And one more thing. We have... we have reports that the monster may be a dragon. If you see it, run for your lives.
Congratulations, my friends. Your new castle is located in Harmondale, a peaceful village on the edge of the elvish kingdom of Tularia, but firmly within human territory. Though there are many privileges to being the lord of this estate, there are many responsibilities as well. Public safety, for example. And oh, I almost forgot. Goblins have taken an interest in your new lands. I'm sure brave adventurers such as yourselves will have no trouble with them. So, enjoy your new home. May you rule your lands wisely.
Perhaps we should draw the line here.
That certainly doesn't seem fair to me. How about here?
No. Here, I say.
No. The line should be here.
I've never seen so many fresh corpses in my life. If only we could make our enemies fight each other more often. Get up! Follow me!
Perhaps we should draw the line here.
That certainly doesn't seem fair to me. How about here?
Wait, how about this?
A toast, my friends, to peace.
To peace.
It's hard to believe we were fighting each other when we all know who the real enemy is.
So here we are, one happy family. Maybe now we can let bygones be bygones.
You must be joking. After the wars you've caused? After all the people you've killed? You have caused much misery. Archibald Iron Fist, for your crimes against the kingdoms of Enroth and Arathia, for all the suffering you have caused, I hereby sentence you to—
Wait, Archer, you told me you and your followers moved to an island to continue your studies in peace. Are you willing to remain there and trouble us no more?
Yes.
He did save my life.
I think this is a mistake, but very well. I hereby sentence you to exile on your little island, never to leave upon pain of death. Do you swear you will remain on the island?
I swear it.
Then go. I never want to see you again.
The score is even now, brother. Goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye.
So, you have served us well, and now deserve to know who we are and what our plan is. My companions and I are not of your world. We traveled here recently on a foolish mission to find the mythical ancients, and two of their agents named Korak and Shelton. Well, I'll tell you right now, there are no ancients.
That's not what you told us. You lied to us.
You heard what you wanted to hear.
What I want to hear now is your screams as you die.
We are done searching for ancients. We have a better plan now. When we arrived on your world, we decided to hide our vehicle in the sea and activate the security system. The ship's password had two parts, one known by me, the other by Resurrectra. We split up, and that was the last we saw of them. Without the password, the ship's security system will be very hard to defeat. So, this is where you come in. With this machine, we can make thousands of copies of this and rule this world for the benefit of our allies and us. We are missing a part, and we need you to get that part from the ship for us.
Resurrectra, everyone is present. The Lords of Harmondale and I are ready to hear your plan.
As you have no doubt begun to suspect, we, my companions and I, are not of your world, nor are our counterparts who have sided with the necromancers. We arrived here a few years ago, weary of our search for the ancients and two of their agents called Shelton and Korak. Much sorrow has come to your world because of our battles with our former friends, and I am sorry for that. But we think that what we are fighting for will be worth it. We have been struggling against our former compatriots to gather the materials we need to connect to the system of gates the ancients were building before the Devil Creakin caused the silence. We need but one more part. When we arrived on your world, we decided to hide our vehicle in the sea and activate the security system. Because we had already begun to distrust each other, the ship's password had two parts. One known by me, the other by Castor. We had thought we could settle our differences. We were wrong. Without the password, the ship's security system will be very hard to defeat. So this is where you, our allies from Harmondale, come in. We need you to get that part. If you succeed, The reward will be the end of the silence that has shrouded your world for 1,000 years.
That ought to do it.
Welcome. I am Korak. Please come in.
Korak? We saw you crash on Zine. How could you have survived?
My apologies. I am a Korak, not the Korak. The Korak you saw crash was not me, and he may very well have died in that crash. Then again, perhaps not. We are very hard to kill. This is Web Station Beta 5, and I am the Guardian. The gate system was built about 1,000 years ago, but we never got a destination portal set up on your world before the war. The war against the Kregan consumed all the resources of the Ancients.
Which one leads to the Ancients?
None of them, I'm afraid. When the Kregan infiltrated the Gate Web 900 years ago, the entire Spinward Rim was cut off from the rest of the system. That's where we are right now. And that star over there is where you just came from.
What about all these other gates? Where do they lead?
Other worlds seeded by the Ancients long ago. They all fell into barbarism during the war. I would help them, but I am not permitted to leave this place. And I get very little traffic. The gates prevent people without control cubes from passing through them.
So where can we go from here?
Go? Why, anywhere you want, my friends. Anywhere you want.
Though you have been defeated, death is not your fate today. Return now to the land of the living. You have much work still to do.